Swift's engaged. And I go, no way, it's
No
AI.
way.
She confirmed on her story on Instagram. She even reposted on her story. We're like, well, that's got to be true. Now the captions, everything.
We've been scrolling ever since.
So the reaction, let's just get into this. The reaction is what? Other than everyone's minds exploding and everyone losing. Okay, Kim, the reaction so far. What are you saying?
I've just seen people are so happy for her that like you said, the internet is kind of losing its mind. Like the amount of posts I'm seeing on my Instagram of everyone reposting her post or posting pictures when they saw the Eras tour, be like, oh my gosh, Taylor Swift's engaged. It just seems to be general excitement and happiness for her. And as a Swiftie, I am also very happy for her.
So, Rebecca,
Yes.
you and I are always talking about how the internet tends to break every now and again. Is the internet broken?
Oh, it's done. We're not getting anything done the rest of the day. Banks are probably closing right now. Like it's over. Taylor Swift, she broke the NFL when this started 2 years ago when they started dating. All the Brads, Dads, and Chads got mad because everyone wanted to see Taylor Swift at this NFL game and speculate on whether they were dating or whether they weren't. And then we found out later on that wasn't the hard launch. That wasn't their first date. They had established a relationship by the time they let us in on the secret. And the fact that this all kind of started because of her Eras tour when Travis Kelce went to the concert and wanted to talk to her and tried to pass her a note with a bracelet. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is just the love story of modern times that we don't get anymore. And it's so much fun to watch. It's going to be so much fun to come to completion. It's going to be so much fun to watch her get her happy ending. I hope she doesn't Alanis Morissette it and can write happy songs because, breakup songs are a lane, and she's certainly been in the lane. And as soon as Alanis Morissette got happy, it kind of ended. So let's just hope that happy songs are as good as sad songs.
So fairy tale storybook.
Yes.
Help me out here.
Doesn't it kind of feel like a Hallmark movie? Like you have.
It's what she's been writing about for. We've literally followed her relationship evolution, not just with Travis Kelce, but it feels like with all of her past exes. And so now she started out writing songs about that fairy tale ending, and now she's getting it. Eileen, back me up on this.
Listen, first of all, I would like to shout out Taylor Swift because she is what got me through middle school, high school, every single love story. I absolutely love this one because she has been through so much, right? I love that she's so vulnerable with her writing, and she writes all of her songs. That's the most beautiful thing about her as an artist. And she has been able to tell, right, we're journalists here, tell us her story and be a part of her love story, and the fact that we're able to witness her finally getting her happy ending. She's been through so much breakups, as we all have, and truly it's really it's a genuine happiness I feel like everyone has for her because she's been so vulnerable through her writing and her storytelling, and just so happens to be one of the best tight ends in the NFL.
Yeah,
which is why you guys brought me in to talk sports, but I want to talk about Taylor Swift.
She's doing this for all of us. She's doing this for all of us.
It's true. And the caption for
is iconic. The caption's iconic.
Your favorite gym teacher and English teacher. It's funny because it's so accurate. And I think she even said in her podcast, Travis Kelce's podcast that she was a guest on, that their relationship is like every song she's ever written. And I love this. I think she gets to be a normal person, right? She's had all these other ex-boyfriends that have been in the same limelight as her. And even though Travis obviously is an NFL player, Taylor Swift, no offense, my guy, is on a different level. You outkick your coverage, let's to say the least. But yeah, she gets to go to these games with him. She gets to, meet his friends who are normal people, and she gets to really live every song that she's written.
I could cry just thinking about it.
So we're gonna start to spotlight some comments from people. There's too many of them coming in for me to count. You can use hashtag HeyJB, hashtag HeyBeth, hashtag Hey Eileen, hashtag Hey Kim, hashtag Hey Rebecca, any of those hashtags. That's how we do it here in the Stream Center. And I'll be able to spotlight some of your comments, but you got to use our hashtag system. Otherwise, it won't populate on my screen for me to be able to animate it on screen. So I would point out the exact like count right now, but in 5 seconds it will be inaccurate because
It's already up to 4 million.
4 million likes.
Whoa.
34
Instagram.
minutes, 4 million likes.
Well, can we talk about how beautiful those photos are?
Yeah, they
Oh
really
my
are nice.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
So good.
It's giving secret garden vibes.
Yes.
Yes. Do we like the ring? What do we think about the ring? Eileen said that Taylor Swift deserves like a hand-sized diamond.
It is.
A hand diamond.
And he did pretty good.
Yeah. Do you think
I-
it's 10 carats?
I think it is.
I think
Well,
so.
I mean, we can just say it's 10 carats because all it is, it's like half her finger.
For reference, this is 1.
I was gonna say, does she have small hands? Like, I do have a lot of questions about how all this went down, the logistics, the specifics. But okay, we're happy for her. That we'll leave it there right now.
But that secret garden setting.
Oh my goodness. It is so romantic.
Elaborate, good lighting. I'm a lighting snob, so I was like,
Yes.
oh, look at that.
And then the genuine emotion in her face,
Yeah.
like when you see her like looking over Travis's shoulder, just like you can just feel the emotion in that photo. Like
She seems surprised, which is really cool to see for someone who is such a planner, plans all these Easter eggs, is so meticulous about how everything happens and plays out when it comes to her career, when it comes to her music. The idea of her being surprised, chef's kiss.
Okay, so I
absolutely.
have a question, especially for the true Swifties, because I'm kind of Swiftie adjacent. Now that we know that this has happened, are we reframing some Easter eggs from the podcast? Because we were all like, "Oh, does sourdough mean she's going to play the Super Bowl?" That's
Yes.
kind of where the consensus was. But now that this has happened, and this is way bigger than any Super Bowl ever, are we reframing some of the Easter eggs that were laid out?
Eileen, do we agree that this is way bigger than any Super Bowl ever?
100%. And listen, there's been some speculation, obviously, too, about her doing the halftime performance at the Super Bowl. I know last season that there were some rumors about that. But guys, she's planning a wedding here. Okay, she's busy. She's a busy girl. I wonder though. Listen, we were shocked by this. Maybe we're shocked by her performing at the Super Bowl. It would maybe. How about this?
The wedding
they get
is the
married.
halftime show.
There you go. The halftime show is the wedding. The
Wait.
halftime show is the wedding, and I
Mark
want
her
to
words.
mark
She's
my
never-
words, and I want a cut of the check for that idea.
She's never performed the Super Bowl halftime show,
No.
right? Oh, geez. Is that is that absolutely 1,000,000% happening now?
No.
no.
So
No,
the 2-hour podcast, there were all this talk about how she likes to make sourdough bread, and that was some type of connection to San Francisco, and so people thought
and then
that
it was
she
also all the random numbers she was throwing out. The Swifties dig deep
Yes,
when
they
they
do.
hear stuff.
Yeah, and so they dug
next
deep all
level.
these Easter eggs, and they concluded that potentially she was dropping Easter eggs to hint that she might be the halftime performance at the Super Bowl. But I'm just wondering if we go back through and listen with this knowledge, if things change a little bit.
It very well could.
I think there's going to be plenty of Swifties doing a deep dive into that podcast. I mean, they already have, right? When anything Taylor Swift comes out, people are so meticulous, paying attention to the numbers, to the way she says words, how many times she says words. I better believe that now that we have this information, they're going right on back to the beginning of that 2-hour podcast episode and reanalyzing every last bit of it.
Every single frame.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so we're trying to bring up some new video here as soon as we do. But we have to acknowledge the comment that we got on screen because through our hashtag system, Jelani says, "Hey Rebecca, your twin Taylor is getting married."
Oh, that's so nice. I would
a
be like
compliment for sure.
her dumpy twin, like her short, kind of chunky one that can't sing.
You better stop it right now.
Oh, Rebecca.
Well, thank you guys. You're too kind, but there's a couple of differences.
As far as reading the tea leaves, Amber says, "Hey Rebecca, she was playing with her wedding finger on the podcast, and the way that she said boyfriend." Is that reading the tea leaves?
Yes, interesting. Playing with. I wonder if she was wearing a ring when she was playing with a ring finger, or she was just showing how bare it was.
Maybe it was that. Maybe it was just the hint that she likes to leave.
Was this the last? This was the last appearance with her without a ring, right? The podcast was.
Yeah. And we were talking before we started the stream because it looked like such a well-orchestrated event, and we know how meticulous Taylor Swift is, and we know how much different Travis Kelce may be from that. Maybe if her manager helped orchestrate this a little bit, knowing Taylor's style and knowing the aesthetic and that sort of a thing, like how much did she know? Because she looks genuinely surprised, and she couldn't be planting Easter eggs like that on the podcast if she was genuinely surprised. So that's interesting.
Mm-hmm. You know, you have to think that Travis Kelce, a ton of pressure on him when it comes to this, right? So you would think that he might enlist at least a little bit of help, right?
Yeah, I hope
he
so.
had to, but it's like he did good. Let's just put it that way. He did really good at the end of the day. Like, I think any woman would be happy with even a fraction of that proposal. Mm-hmm. But to see that for her, and just knowing everything she's been throughout her career, and just very public relationships, and kind of the fall when she released Reputation back in the late 2010s, like to see this for her as a fan, it just makes me incredibly happy.
Yes. And honestly, watching Travis Kelce love Taylor Swift made me a Travis Kelce fan. Because honestly, I wasn't that impressed before all of this started. I had seen the quarterback show he did and that sort of a thing. And I was just kind of like lukewarm on it. But watching him support such a successful woman, watching him give her the spotlight, watching him be kind of a golden retriever boyfriend for Taylor Swift has been really phenomenal and made me more of a fan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you have to have some serious confidence. I mean, Travis Kelce, obviously very talented in his own right on the football field, but you got to have some serious confidence to date and now be engaged to Taylor Swift. And he has just really kind of done it seamlessly. He knows when to step back and take the back seat. He lets her come to him and support him at his games and stuff. It really has, Rebecca, been super fun to watch.
All right, so can I be the that guy in the room? Just for a moment.
You're always that guy.
A moment.
Just a moment. But I'm not. This is not my own 2 cents here. There are commenters who are saying a couple of things, and I just want to get everyone's reaction here because it's my job to give voice to our comment section. And in our comment section, there's some people who are saying, well, first of all, let's spot off Elijah's comment. Hey, JB, Taylor mentioned in the podcast she will never use Easter eggs for her personal life. A lot of comments that are coming in, and if you want to be on screen, use hashtag HeyJB, hashtag HeyRebecca, hashtag HeyCam, any of the hashtags, and we'll literally spotlight your comment visually on screen. But some of the people are saying that this is PR motivated. The season is the season. Hold on, Eileen. I know you're ready to go.
Where's my buzzer?
That this is PR motivated. A new album on the way. The NFL season is about to begin. They
don't need PR.
This is true.
Listen.
All right, everyone can hop in now. That's what people are saying. Some people are saying that. All right.
Okay.
I see them, I hear them, but at the same time, I think out of every couple that's out there, they're the ones who need the least amount of PR.
Listen, this is science. We've got a classic case of a Libra meets a Sagittarius.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. Astrologically, this just makes sense. Okay. We have a fire sign. We have an air sign. Know anything about astrology? Those two, when they meet, it's over. It's soulmate times. That's same with that. Beth is a Sagittarius. I'm an Aquarius. Rebecca, I know you're. Oh my gosh, we have 2 Aquarius. We have 3 Aquariuses on the call right now. Air sign gang. But no, listen, it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. At first, I was like, this just doesn't make any sense. But when you watch the relationship grow and develop, and you really, see what they're giving us, and when they talk about their relationship and what they've shown us, or at least, allowed to show us, you're like, oh, this is interesting. And let's be real. I mean, goodness gracious, who has the time and energy to put on a PR stunt like this? I mean, if this is a PR stunt, they've got to be getting paid the big bucks, because this has been a 2-year, 3-year PR stunt.
They already have
being in a relationship. Yeah, they've got the big bucks. They have the fame. If anything, they're trying to, be private about their stuff. But Travis Kelce loves the spotlight. Again, he's a Libra. They love the spotlight. They love attention. They do. It's just science, guys. They love attention. And Sagittarius is, they're kind of very adventurous. They're for the thrill of it. And Libras are kind of like on the ride. So this to me just makes sense. I'm sorry. It's written in the stars. I'm sure that's in a Taylor Swift song. But to the haters, you guys have to go back to to the equation, the math, the science, the stats. It's the real deal.
JB Buno and our Taylor Swift correspondents, Rebecca Barry, Kim Sherman, Beth Rousseau, and our astrology correspondent, Eileen Natchik, here with you on WFLA Now across a lot of platforms where we're getting a lot of comments. And guys, not even just comments, but questions. You guys ready to answer some questions from people that are actually chiming in?
Let's do it.
Cheryl says, hey, JB, do we know when the proposal actually happened? I think it was before the podcast. Do we have any idea here?
I feel 100% agree with you.
You know what? The Swifties will figure it out, though, because they will look at her nail color, because that's how they've done it before, and they will go back photos and see time frame that way.
Okay, let me see what the nail color was.
I will say, Swifties have figured stuff out. Like, they've been figuring out possibly when all the album covers for her new album were shot by looking at her nail color as well.
And so it looks like a kind of a matte nude in the engagement photo. So I don't know if anyone has any references to that.
So if Swifties want to start deep diving into like the
okay, let me pull up the podcast.
I am so out of my realm. I'm so out
You've
of my
done
realm.
investigative work before, JB. It's just like that, only on a much larger, more important scope.
Gotcha. I'm just being passed the note from our team. She's up to, I think, 5.2 million likes. I'm sorry, 6.2 million likes. Real quick, another comment here. Carla says, hey, JB, can't wait to see the wedding. She's an amazing planner.
I think it's going to be a very private wedding.
I think it will be too.
I can't imagine that this is going to be.
I can't even imagine her selling her photos to like People or Us Weekly, because she is private about her private life.
Yeah.
Plot twist, the wedding already happened.
Whoa.
No, Taylor wouldn't do that to us.
No.
We need this.
Taylor would never.
All right.
I'm just trying to stir the pot.
We'll get to Mando's question in a second. What is a bigger wedding, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, or Prince William and Princess Kate, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge?
God.
What's a
Oh, my
bigger
goodness.
wedding event? Comment, chat.
Taylor
chat.
Swift.
America versus UK here.
That's a really, really tough question.
That is
They're
a tough
comparable,
question.
but
Yeah,
I'd
they
still vote Swift.
They are comparable.
Yeah,
Yes.
What is harder to get an invite to?
Swift.
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 Absolutely.
Yeah.
Swift.
So on Nail Color Correspondent, they look very similar in the podcast versus the photo. Like
So
a very light nude, maybe even clear, like just a bit of a tint.
So it could have been
Similar timing.
around that time frame.
Within 2 weeks.
Maybe.
Yeah, by the traditional manicure schedule.
Maybe once he proposed, she was like, okay, now I'll go on the podcast. That's totally fine.
Right. I'm kind of in this family
That was the
now.
internal
Now I am
argument.
family.
Mando with this question. Yeah, we got a lot of commenters who, including from Miles on TikTok, saying it's our royal wedding. Nothing's bigger than the royal wedding is the comment. But a lot of people who are saying that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce would be a bigger wedding event. Look, I think we're biased Americans here on this particular topic. But Mando wants to know, oh man, if we only had a crystal ball, right? Mando wants to know, hey JB, do you think they will last forever?
I would
I
like to
hope
think
so.
they would.
I vote yes.
I vote yes.
You just heard Eileen break it down for you through the stars.
It was meant to be astrologically. You can't argue with
stars.
pseudoscience.
I would like to think so after everything that she's been through. I don't think she would just choose. So I think she would not make a move like this unless she knew that was pretty confident in the fact that it was someone she could be with for forever.
I'm so lost in this conversation. Has she been engaged before?
No.
No.
The first time that someone's gotten down on one knee and said, will you marry me? Will you spend the rest of your life with me? And this is the first time she's wearing an engagement ring in her life.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And I
so-
think you can tell from the body language with her and Travis versus her previous relationships how different things are.
Even just like
There
their
have
body
been-
language from the podcast, just like hands all over each other, like wanted to be close the entire time. Like it was just so sweet to watch.
Yeah, it really has been. And just the way that, again, he handles her having that level of fame, again, famous in his own right, Travis Kelce, but her having that really just extreme level of fame, he really lets her take the lead in a lot of cases. So it's really sweet to see them together in that way.
Eileen, talking sports for a second, this is very much expected to be Travis Kelce's final season. So he's hoping for his fairy tale ending where he, like you see here in these pictures of winning the Super Bowl and having his now fiance there. That's what he's hoping for, is to have his storybook ending for his NFL career.
I think so too. It's funny. A lot of people thought he was going to ask her to get married at that time, if you guys remember that. But this is cool. This is really cool. I think timing is everything, right? And, they're both around the same age. I think they both want to, settle down and start a family.
They're both 35, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they're both 35. And as you mentioned, JB, Travis is kind of at the tail end of his career. Taylor Swift is just a superstar and will be rocking on till, the end of time.
She's got a walker.
She's got a walker, and I will be there paying for that ticket regardless. All right.
Well, think about the year that she had. She bought her master's back, a lifelong dream for her.
Yes.
Now she's engaged, another lifelong dream, exactly the way that it should be, not proposing in the middle of a stadium on Travis's moment, but really about her. And she announced a new record. That's a good year.
That's a really good year.
I just can't wait. August. I can't wait to hear the new songs and the new album. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Amber May, #HJB, she probably released the photos a week or so after the wedding, like she did at Travis's family wedding. I'm not an expert on
it was a relative of the Kelce family, and she was there as a guest.
That's why, Kim, thank you. That's why you're here.
Coming in hot with the
I
knowledge.
never thought the Swiftie knowledge would come in handy like that, but yes.
Which brings us to our point. You had to text your boss to ask us to join, and his response was?
Oh my goodness. His response was, let me pull this up because it was funny, is that, yes, you knew your obsession would pay off one day. Thank you,
today.
Paul. Yes, it's paying off.
You can use #HeyJB, #HeyKim, hashtag for the first time, #HeyRebecca, and hashtags for Beth or Eileen to get your comment featured on screen. One story I can tell, this is the only story that I can tell that is even somewhat relevant to this, is I remember when the two of them were rumored to be dating. Mm-hmm. And shout out to my buddy, Jarrett Payton. Jarrett Payton works at WGN in Chicago, television station there. He's the son of Sweetness, Walter Payton. So he has very special access when it comes to the NFL, and very few people would ever say no to the son of Walter Payton. And the reason I bring this story up is because Jarrett found himself in a hallway at some game I don't remember, and they said in the hallway, do no pictures, no videos for the next few minutes. Like security, bodyguards, the whole night, no picture. But it's Jarrett Payton. He's like, I can do whatever I want, So he gets his phone out, and he I'm going to try to show it on camera. He very, very discreetly, as I understand, the way that it was described to me was that he snuck a video. Oh. And it was the very first video, if you guys remember it, of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce walking hand in hand, holding hands.
I remember that video.
That was the very first break the internet moment with this relate, because that video goes out, becomes viral in a matter of seconds.
So this is after the first game that she attended during the kind of speculation period.
And when she was making her exit from the suite, they cleared an entire path and said, no video. We're watching everybody. No video allowed. And he just kind of very discreetly snuck his phone, broke the rules. Shout out Jarrett Payton. Got that video, and it was seen by millions upon tens of millions within an hour. It was crazy.
Y'all, I don't know that I would want to risk being on the wrong side of Taylor Swift by doing that.
Nope. I don't care what your last name is.
Yeah, no matter what your last name is.
Manda with another comment. You can use our hashtag system to become featured on screen. I hope they do make a good couple and see Travis have a little family, like she said. God bless them both. Yeah, a family loading, right? I mean, that's what everyone expects. This is it's adorable. Adorable. And last call for questions and comments, by the way, if anybody wants to sneak a comment, because we're going to be going for another 5-10 minutes or so. So if you want to get in your comment, now's the time to punch it in with our hashtag system. But what now? So Travis begins his what is likely to be his farewell season with the Kansas City Chiefs. as far as Taylor Swift's album, do we know if it's complete or in the stages of being complete?
It should be complete because she held up the finished album, like the actual vinyl, when they did the podcast.
And there's a release date, I think, isn't there? In
It's
October?
October 3rd, because as you know,
Right.
13103.
Now,
Going back to the Taylor Swift stuff.
Now, my question is about all of this that really just, leaves me a little concerned is like, she's getting married, right? We just talked about her potentially like starting a family. How does that impact like future tour dates? Like, that's very selfish of me to consider. But, she's coming off this massive tour that really she had said was her dream tour, the Eras tour, right? To like have all of her music collections in that one tour that she could present to people. Now she's got this new album coming out. She's engaged, I just feel like with her, you never know what her next plans are, her next steps are. And now that she's got this future in her personal life, a very serious step she's taking, will she be going on tour again anytime in the near future? Is she really going to hone in on her personal life?
Well, how do you even follow that tour? What do you do next?
This is what you do.
No, seriously.
Malls on TikTok. Shout out to our TikTok audience. Hello, we see you guys over there. Andrea, Paid Off Boss, Winter Snowflake, a lot of fun names on TikTok. But how about this comment? I need a wedding documentary.
If anyone could do it, it's her.
Can you imagine a documentary series following the wedding planning process? Can you imagine how...
She probably already has one set up and it's already going.
I mean, I would imagine, talking about breaking What was the show that broke Netflix that night? Remember, everyone was losing their minds over it. I can't remember. But
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. It would be like Love is Blind times a million.
Times a million worldwide problems.
I think Taylor Swift moves on to something even smarter. I think she builds a ticket buying system that can't be abused like hers was.
I would love to see that
If
because
she took on like
the
a
struggle
Ticketmaster.
to get Eras tour tickets, like I still have trauma from that today.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
And we've got the photos, guys.
There they are. Okay, so these are the
good.
photos.
See,
They
it's
are
beautiful.
We had to get the rights cleared. Shout out to our friends at NBC. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, NBC. This is worth everything. There's the iconic caption. Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married.
Love
Travis, is it time to think about changing your Instagram handle?
Maybe that's why she loves him.
Oh.
He's original.
But
That's
He's
okay.
unapologetically himself.
I Googled it and there's no clear price for what a 10 karat diamond is. And we're not even sure that's 10 carats, but that was our estimation. Like the
Very
highest I could
unique
find.
looking ring.
Yes.
Very unique looking ring.
Let's shout out some more of the folks let's go all in on our biggest audience is on TikTok. Hello TikTok. Let's say hello to some of the folks over there. And Ledge says, I think she'll keep that private as far as the wedding planning process.
Probably.
Agreed.
With how private she is with all of her like personal stuff, it wouldn't surprise me. Like she's very careful about what she publishes online about her private life.
But it's going to take an army to keep that truly private. There's going to be leaks right
absolutely,
and left.
absolutely.
Yeah, especially if that one person was able to snap a little video from their from their jacket, like JB was mentioning.
Yeah. Shell, we answered this question earlier. I wonder when they got engaged. We were talking about it a short time ago, before or after the podcast aired. The prevailing belief is that it was beforehand. But I'm sorry, I was doing a whole lot of checking of. Did we talk about the one thing that that women always lose their minds over, which is the ring? Of course.
I was just talking. Very
There it is.
unique.
Yeah.
We want to know how many carats it is. Is it antique? I can't really tell from the picture. Anybody?
Can you imagine the pressure of getting the ring right? Think about it. It's going to be one of the most famous wedding rings in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You
Not
know,
kidding.
he strolled by like she probably has a personal jeweler. I don't think she's going to Zales to pick out her stuff.
No.
So she
Right.
probably has a personal jeweler who designs her pieces for her. There were multiple conversations had about like,
Yes.
what would you like? And
Yes.
do you like this or this? What's your favorite style? And I can see them creating kind of a vintage style for her.
Absolutely. I mean, you can go back, just think about all the jewelry she had made for the Eras tour during like the different pieces that she did, like the lion necklace or the tiger necklace that she wore during, I think it was the 1989 set. I mean, obviously she knows what she's doing with jewelry. Yes.
She knows what she likes.
Yes.
I think she has a very clear style, a very clear taste.
who goes to this every massive do presidents?
Do you remember her girl squad from like way back when
Are
in
you
the day?
asking me? You're asking me if I remember the girl squad?
I don't know the girl
I
squad.
don't know anything about the
Well,
girl
she
squad.
got into the girl squad when she felt like too hyper criticized for who she might be dating and how
Yes.
often she might be dating people. So for several years there, you never saw her with any guy.
Yes.
It was just with her girl squad.
It was. So it's like, I imagine that most of them would probably get invites. I think she's had falling outs with a couple of them.
Yeah.
But obviously, Selena Gomez is probably going to be there. Because
But
it's
like a Barack Obama is gonna be. I mean, right. I mean, like we're talking like big, like that big or no?
I think you have two choices. Either it is literally people you're related to by blood and the people that have been blood, sweat, and tears with you, you know, like your Selena Gomez's, and keeping it small, like ridiculously small for what it should be, or it's everybody.
Because if you have everybody, and it is a Michelle Obama, Barack Obama kind of thing, you have like high level politicians who I mean, then you're like Secret Service is there, you know, how high profile, how big is this going to be?
I think Taylor, when she goes anywhere, has higher than Secret Service clearance.
I think so too. I think they're going to keep this pretty intimate. What do you think?
I think they will.
I don't know.
I think they will.
I think they could. I don't know.
And I think she's going to be careful about what pictures she shares too.
I think so.
And I think they will be super secret about the location because not everyone might know this, but when Jack Antonoff got married, when she was going to the rehearsal dinner a couple days before, hundreds of people were in the streets trying to get a picture of her.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, can you imagine like that stress, like your rehearsal dinner, the day you're getting married? It's like, that's not what she's going to want. So I imagine it being probably the most private thing where they may even fly people, make it small, hire private jets, fly them to locations to make it small and intimate so that way you don't get the people taking pictures, selling it to Us Weekly,
Paparazzi.
selling it. Yes.
Because what was her
she's
party?
Not gonna want that.
It was her house in the Hamptons, or she went to a
It
party.
was the 4th of July party that she held, and people were like hanging out on the cliffs, like far away, but they had the super zoom lenses, and people were taking pictures of her hanging out with friends on the 4th of July. So she understands
Rebecca,
the paparazzi stuff.
Rebecca, I totally agree with you. I think it's going to be absolutely insane, massive royal wedding or completely relatives, hardly anybody.
Yeah, we find out about it a week later in the specially curated photos they share with us.
Yes.
Right. So I would imagine Vegas is losing their mind. Anything that you can bet. You can bet on anything in this country. So like the easiest bets. Let's just have some fun. Easiest bet to make is that Jason Kelce's best man.
Yes.
And
And
then-
one of
okay,
his
so-
daughters would be Flower Girls.
Ah, there you go.
Oh,
All right.
yes.
So then maid of honor is who?
Selena Gomez. We hope the cat. The cat. It's her cat.
The cat.
No, the cat's the ring bearer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It would be Meredith. That her cat Meredith would
Meredith
be
Grey.
the one who would be the ring bearer.
Yeah.
The cat's gonna be in the wedding. You think?
Have you
Totally.
seen the cat?
I don't know anything
with the
about
cat.
this. You
The cats
guys.
are important.
The cats are important.
Yeah.
Her brother will probably be one of the groomsmen.
Do you guys know about the cats? No. Okay, see, all right. I have a couple of these guys are big sports guys, and you guys know a lot about Travis Kelce.
Sure.
But do you know anything about Taylor Swift?
I mean, she's dating Travis Kelce.
She's right. That's the thing. Yeah, Taylor Swift. You mean the pop star who's dating Travis Kelce or now engaged to? So there's a gap here. But that's the thing is that okay, at dinner tables tonight in American households. The dads are like, oh yeah, I know Travis Kelce, and the mom's like, I know Taylor Swift. So this penetrates like this every sort of demographic is the word I'm looking.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Absolutely.
that's part of
Group
what
messages are blowing up across the country.
and fan clubs are losing their mind on all the social media posts and
Absolutely.
everything, all the Taylor Swift fan clubs. But part of what's neat about this is, like you were just talking about, the dads knowing who Travis Kelce is the little girls who are Taylor Swift fans go and say, I want to watch the football game with you, Dad, because I want to see Taylor.
Yeah.
And so it's really a marriage for the entire country.
It is.
Yeah. Now the group chats are losing their mind, but if I were to text my friends and be like, "Hey guys, did you see Travis Kelce got married?" They'd be like, "Hey dude, did you get hacked or something? What? I don't.
You
care."
might need new friends.
So
You'd meet cooler friends for sure.
Swifties are losing their minds. Hey, look, did you see how she sipped her drink? She sipped her drink. You Kermited me.
A little bit.
I thought we were friends.
We are friends, but I'm an honest friend.
Swifties are losing their mind. If you're a Travis Kelce, let's put it this way. In Kansas City, to be fair, Kansas City's losing their mind.
Oh,
right?
absolutely. They've adopted Taylor Swift.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's like a daughter to them in that city. We already know Travis Kelce is one of those beloved superstars to ever play sports in that city. So yeah, Kansas City, Missouri, they're parading in the streets.
Absolutely.
I have a question for you guys. Do you think she made Travis Kelce sign a prenup?
Okay, look,
Oh.
that has been in our comments, Eileen. People are asking that. People are asking that. This was Eileen. Here, I'm gonna throw up the slider cam. This is what Eileen just did as far as our stream. She took the grenade and threw it, and
There it goes. Make things interesting.
yeah, I'm staying away from this one. You guys want to?
They both have people for that. They both have money people.
Yes.
Both of them will be protected.
This is a business deal too. You know what I mean? It's a business deal.
Wow,
Like, I
hold
feel
on a
like-
second. You guys were all storybook and romance one moment, and now it's a business transaction. Where are we on this line right now?
No, this allows
We got to think
you.
logically as well here.
This
If you
allow-
listen to her music, you would know what she's been through. There's business involved as well.
Yeah, and this allows them to just focus on each other. 'cause
Yeah.
they'll have money people. They'll come up with the agreement. It'll be fine. No one's going to go into the poorhouse if this doesn't work out. They're both just fine.
Yes.
Caroline on TikTok says hashtag HeyJB, and again, use the hashtags to be featured on stream if you're just joining us. This is my royal wedding.
Yes.
Yep. A lot of people feel that way.
You want Eileen? You'll find this funny. So, shout out to NFL memes on Instagram. Was that what that was from?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said. What was the exact line?
At least one of them got a ring this year.
At least one of them got a ring this year. Ouch! Ouch!
Yikes.
The internet does not hold back. No.
Yikes!
Oh my goodness.
You thought Eileen threw a grenade whenever she talked about the prenup. Shoot.
Jerry says, "Hey JB, you bet there's a prenup." Aw, but I mean, like,
Let's bring
Well,
back
what
the
she's been
romance.
through with her masters, like that was a learning lesson for
It
her
was.
in terms of like, what you think people, how you think people will behave is sometimes not how they'll behave. And so she finally got to buy back her masters after all that drama. But, that's why I'm sure she has a prenup.
I would also like to point out that maybe the Chiefs would have they would have another ring if it wasn't for Tom Brady and you're right here in Tampa, Florida, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers winning the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. Yeah, we're in Tampa, Florida, folks. So we remember that Super Bowl and yeah. So sorry, Travis. Sorry, Mahomes. I'm not even sorry to Mahomes.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry. We're very proud of our team here in Tampa Bay. Yeah, last call for any questions or comments while we're riffing about, yes, if you just heard, the news is in, and yeah, apparently 6, 7, 8, how many million people have liked that Instagram post? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm way behind. 10.3 million likes on her Instagram
Just
post.
added mine. I forgot.
I
to like
added
it.
mine as soon as I saw it when I
It's up
wasn't
to
sure if it was
11 million
AI,
now.
if it was real or fake.
Incredible. I'm trying
I wonder
to.
what the
Wild.
record is.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I was
Google.
just about to. Okay,
I'll Google
so
it. You drive.
okay, you got it. Abby says on TikTok, hashtag I want to be the flower girl. Oh, that's yeah. I mean,
Can't be the ring bearer. It's going to be your cat.
I mean, yeah, we would. Yeah, think about this. Everything with this wedding is going to be.
Over the top.
Oh, I would
we still got a
imagine.
ways to go. The highest liked post is Lionel Messi celebrating Argentina's 2022 FIFA World Cup win with over 75 million likes.
75 million.
So
Okay,
we got a little
She
ways to
has
go.
200.
All right, Swifties, you know what you need to do.
She has 280 million followers.
Yeah,
Who
so
has
it's
the
totally
second most?
possible. It's just early in the logarithm. It's only been up an hour.
Yeah.
and can you
Who
imagine?
has the second most, Rebecca?
Working on it.
So
I
can
bet
you
it's
guys
Kim
imagine
Kardashian.
if you do the flowers for this wedding, if you do the hors d'oeuvres for this wedding, if you do anything, you design the little cards where you get your seat at what table. If you design anything at all for this wedding, your career is set for life.
Yes.
You can always
Yeah.
say, I did X for the Kelce Swift wedding.
It's the Taylor Swift effect. You kind of
Right.
see that when she goes and you see her sporting stuff from small brands and the bakery that she ordered a cake from last year, and just it's just crazy to see that when people see Taylor Swift wearing something or doing something,
They
jump on it. And the Swifties are on top of it. Like they see her wearing like the rings that she wore during the podcast. People track down where those rings were from and let them show like, hey, they're affordable. It's like $60 for the one gold ring she was wearing.
Yes, that designer that did one of the jerseys for her when she first started appearing at games, it really blew her brand up. That's gonna be so cool to watch.
Caroline says the backdrop on the engagement photos giving Alice in Wonderland vibes in the best way. It's just so perfect for her.
Yeah, it's so whimsical. It's so fairy tale like. So it's perfect. Who did the florals on that? They're on the map.
Oh my goodness, guys! This just in. I on Twitter I said, we're live from the Struve Center, and someone said make sure that you bring up this is her second engagement. Is that true?
It was rumored that she and Joe Alwyn were it was rumored but never confirmed that they were engaged, right?
Yes.
These are the things that we need to be talking about.
Guys, the second most liked Instagram post was just for world record purposes. It was Chris Godfrey, and he posted a picture of an egg, like just trying to break it. So we can do better. We can do better.
Yes.
Can you beat the egg?
We can beat the egg. Lionel Messi has like 4 of the top 10.
Wow, yeah.
Little Instagrammer over there.
Well, what's the population?
Doing it for the gram.
Argentina's population is, after a quick Google search, is 47 million. And Lionel Messi has fans. To get to that point is probably impossible. But
You think? I don't.
No?
She has 280 million followers.
Yeah, so just a small percentage of her followers likes it. We're blowing that out of the water.
What percent? So you said you have to beat 75? Mm-hmm. So just doing some basic, a sixth of that, roughly. A sixth will get you above, and you have the most liked Instagram post of all time.
Yes. And I'll just go like it for my own personal account too, just to make sure.
Liking it twice. My goodness. All right, so I'm just reading here for the final. I don't see any other final comments. Everybody now gets to go around the horn and final thoughts, final warm that. None of the prenup stuff. Come on, you guys. We'll end on a high note. All right.
Eileen, no more prenup stuff.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'll start it. I'm so happy for her. I've just been cheering on a proud and comfortable woman in her own skin. It's been fun to watch. I'm now more of a Travis Kelce fan, watching him love her and support her. And I can't wait to see the wedding. We're going to be obsessing over every single detail. But I do think it'll be after football season, right? They need time to plan. Yeah. So it's going to be complicated when it actually happens, I think, just based on their schedules, like you guys were talking about with her album coming out and with everything. But definitely going to be obsessing over every detail.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go next. Happy for her, happy for all of us with the way that this has really brought football fans together, Swifties together. We love when the country can get together behind someone. And in this case, it happens to be Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And it's been that for a while. So really good for them. This is beautiful. She looks very happy. They both look very in love. This is going to break the internet. And I can't wait to read all of the different comments and all the different questions and learn all the details the Swifties are going to dig into in the coming days and weeks.
I think that when you talk about Taylor Swift, you really always have to mention how much of a brilliant woman she is and how talented she is and how smart she is. And she makes that a point too. Like that's what she wants to be known for. And I admire her so much. I'm really not just a Swiftie, but I admire her as a woman in her career, a woman in business. And the fact that she found her other half makes me the happiest person ever. And like I said, she got me through middle school, high school, breakups and stuff. And for her to go public just about her entire life and take us along the journey has been a treat. And I think we made the right person famous.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift she's an incredible human being, and what she does also in the community and to help other people is beautiful as well. And genuinely, if I could ever meet her or whatever, I would just say thank you.
Shoot your shot, Eileen. Shoot your shot.
Work for Travis Kelce.
We feel like we almost know her. Like she's our friend and she's this, insane superstar. And I think that's what makes her a special person.
Eileen, you summed that up so well.
Yeah, that
You
was
did such a good job with that.
Eileen, I'm used to you doing like sports highlights, so that was actually really, really touching. That was nice.
Oh, you can be I can be nice.
Kim, what do you want to say?
I mean, this just makes me happy just because kind of going off what everyone else said, she just seems like a genuinely nice person and you want to see nice people happy. And it's one of those things where she's put her struggles out there. She's talked about, like, we kind of know what's happened with her throughout the years and all that type of stuff. But just to kind of see how she reacts to fans and what she's done for fans throughout the years. And just, you want to believe in love. And I feel like this is kind of one of those love stories that you're happy that it has the happy ending. Because sometimes you don't hear about that. And when people first said it's like, oh, it's just a PR stunt and all that type of stuff. And I just remember like, well, everyone was naysayers. And it's nice to see that it's lasted.
Yes.
Hoping that it's going to last.
Yes.
And just happy for them.
Yeah, in a world of Love Island, this is a really, really
Right.
nice,
This is-
organic
Yes.
story to watch.
The anti-Love Island.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, really.
Also, if anyone was wondering, Beth and I are roommates, and that's why we're sitting next to each other.
There's been some speculation.
This
We're
is
like,
not
why
a love story. Why are they sitting there on the couch? Because we live together.
I'll just wrap by saying that I don't know anything about Taylor Swift. I'm the least qualified person on planet Earth to be talking about Taylor Swift. And really, as far as I'm a football fan, Travis Kelce, yeah, he's a great tight end and everything, in the towards the end of his career. But more to me, he's just the guy who's helped me on my fantasy team the last few years. I will just say this: I am a romantic. I believe in true love. I think true love is the most magical thing that there is in this world. And if there is anything more magical than true love, I've just in the last couple of years become a father, and so fatherhood is the most special thing that's ever happened to me. Watching my little boy grow up I've never felt such joy. I didn't know joy until I was a dad, and I know that sounds really cheesy and performative given the moment, but being a dad is the single happiest I've been in my life, and watching my wife become the most incredible mother is the single greatest bit of happiness that there's ever been in my entire life, and I wish that for everybody. I'm
gonna go cry now.
I really do. I wish that everybody finds their own happiness, whether it's the happiness in true love, the happiness in marriage for some people, and for some people it's the happiness that they find in motherhood and fatherhood. Everyone can find their own happiness. I just hope that they find it. And
I think I'm tearing up. My gosh.
For Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, whatever peak happiness, joy looks like for them, whether it's with a household filled with 11 kids or one child or no children, whatever it is, everyone's entitled to find their peak happiness in life, and I hope that they find it. And seeing these pictures brings joy to my heart. That's how I'll wrap it.
JB,
Yeah.
what he said.
Yes.
I need a tissue.
Well, you resonated. You said Winota here in the comments. We made the right person famous. That's going to be a yes. Bravo. We made
Right person famous.
Yes.
To everybody joining us on all of our platforms, watching in and commenting along like Winota, we really appreciate it. And oh my goodness, I am so grateful. I might have to buy coffee or donuts or something for everybody here, because I could not have done this without the Taylor Swift and astrology correspondents, Eileen Natchick, Beth Russo, Kim Sherman, and Rebecca Barry. A lot more on WFLA.com about this. I know this is going to be in our newscasts later.
You're going to get to hear Keith Kate read about this engagement. And it's fun for everybody.
Yeah. You guys.
I was like, this better be breaking news at 4:00.
We roll the breaking news.
My shift starts in about 13 minutes, so I got to get in the car and head to the station. Fast too.
The over/under on whether or not this is breaking news at 4:00. That'll be fun to see. For our entire team here at WFLA from the Stream Center, we appreciate you watching, not just on social media, but on the free News Channel 8 app. Congratulations to Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. One last check before we sign off. The Instagram post. Anybody want to guess?
12 million.
15 million.
We are at 11.5. Are we slowing down a little bit? No.
Everyone's just busy. When they get to their scrolling this evening, it's going to be a like fest.
It's going to be a
Yep.
lot. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. A love fest.
I love it.
Aw.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us from the Stream Center. And we'll see you coming up tonight on News Channel 8 at 4 o'clock. Farewell.